The Cats plugin should have already done this, but make sure your view transform is standard. Add a sun light source with Shift A and rotate it to light up the front of your waifu. Turn the strength up, turn the angle down, and then turn off shadows for now. Click File, Append, and choose the KK Shader template file. This file is the blend file in the KK Shader pack. Choose the Materials folder. These are all the templates the shader comes with. Hit A to select all of them, make sure Fake User is checked, and then click Append. Now you just need to take each of these materials and replace them with one of the templates. The length of this list varies based on how many accessories and hair types you have. Let's replace the face material first. Click on the face slot and replace the material by clicking on this icon. You can type template to see all the material templates available to you. This is a face, so I'm going to replace it with the face template. You need to edit the node tree for this template, so click on the shading tab at the top. I'm just going to change the file browser window to an image editor and drag in a screenshot from Koikatsu for later. Hit the home button to get an overview of the template. All templates look very similar to this setup. The nodes on the left contain data you need to supply, either colors, textures, or whatever else. The node group on the bottom creates a raw shading that lets you swap between colors you see in light and colors you see in darkness. The node in the middle uses the data you supplied and the raw shading to create a shaded material. The nodes on the right add a rim and add transparency. The orange nodes are nodes you need to set correctly to get the right look. You shouldn't have to open the blue nodes at all, unless you want to modify the shader. Well, the template's loaded in, so you can start supplying data to the nodes on the left. This first one is skin color, so you can just click on the RGB node and use the dropper on a screenshot to get the right color. This detail mask input node group is something else you need to set. You can open it by clicking on this icon. It's labeled, but I'll go through it anyway. There's 4 image textures and a group where you can edit the intensity for each of these textures. You want to fill in all of these image files to get the most accurate look. 2 of the image files are missing, so you're going to need to get a Face MD mask and a Face MC mask from these Unity 3D files. You can get textures from Unity 3D files by using sp3u. Go to your Koikatsu install directory, open the AV data folder, and then the Chara folder to get access to all the character-related Unity 3D files. All accessories, hair, and clothes from the base game are stored in these files. The label in Blender said to open the BOHead00 file, so just open that, then go to the Image tab, and there you'll find the Face MC and Face MD textures. Make sure to export these as DDS or TGA files. You can do that by opening the dropdown, and then by setting the Export Compressed As option. You can export files in this menu. Once you've exported the files, you can load them into Blender. FaceMD goes with the FaceMD node. The label says raw color space, so I'm going to swap the color space to raw. Great, now you can do the same thing for the FaceMC mask. I'm just going to leave the intensities as they are for now, and move to the blush group. The blush group only needs 1 image texture, and you can get it from this Unity 3D file. I'm just going to check in Koikatsu what blush this card is using before I open the file. This card is using blush type 2, but if I go to sp3u and open the Unity 3D file, you can see that the index starts at 0, so I'm actually going to export type 1, and then load that into Blender. The intensity also looks a little low, so I'm going to increase it to 1. That should be enough to work with the face shader group. Every shader group looks like this. The bottom group is what the material looks like in light, and the top group is what the material looks like in darkness. You can go down here and set what colors the blush should be in light. You can also set the detail mask colors here. Now it's just a matter of playing around with these colors and the intensities from before to get the right look. You shouldn't have to go inside these groups unless you want to modify how the shader works. This particular card needs one more change to the face material. It doesn't have those cheek shines, so I want to get rid of them. I know that this is controlled by the red channel, so I can just unplug it to disable it. Or I can customize what parts are and aren't shiny by opening the image file on the bottom called Shiny Mask for Shiny Removal, and then blacking out the parts that I don't want to be shiny.